The Story of Santiago Nassar. Santiago Nassar put on a shirt and pants of white linen, both items unstarched, just like the ones he'd put on the day before the wedding. It was his attire for special occasions. If it hadn't been for the bishop's arrival, he would have dressed in his khaki outfit and the riding boots he wore on Mondays to go to the divine face. Santiago had turned 21 the last week in January, and he was slim and pale and had his father's Arab eyelids and curly hair. Santiago Nassar went out the front door to receive the bishop, despite the fact that he would have to walk completely around the house in order to reach the docks. It had struck 6 and the streetlights were still on. In the branches of the almond trees and some on the balconies, the colored wedded decorations were still hanging, and one might have thought they had just been hung in honor of the bishop. When Santiago left his house, several people were running toward the docks, hastened along by the bellowing of the boat. The bishop didn't get off of his boat. There were a lot of people at the dock, in addition to the authorities and the school children. Then the boat stopped tooting, and the cocks began to crow. It was such a great uproar, they couldn't believe there were so many roosters in town, and I thought they were coming on the bishop's boat. Bayardo San Roman, the man who had given back his bride, had turned up for the first time in August of the year before, 6 months before the wedding. He arrived on the weekly boat. Angela Vicario was the youngest daughter of a family of scant resources. The brothers were brought up to be men, and the girls had been reared to get married. Angela Vicario was the prettiest of the 4, and my mother said that she had been born like the great queens. Bayardo was searching for a wife, and he would marry whomever he chose, but Angela did not want to marry him because he was too much of a man for her, but that would not stop Bayardo from marrying her. Unlike engagements of the time, which were long and supervised, theirs lasted only 4 months due to Bayardo's urgings. Soon after the couple got married, Angela's secret of not being a virgin was uncovered, and Bayardo did not want anything to do with her anymore, which did not settle well with Angela's mother.
I'm not a virgin.
Her mother was very disappointed in Angela for whatever she did because she felt like Angela threw her whole life away. Only Pura Vicario knew what she did during the next 2 hours. The only thing I can remember is that she was holding me by the hair with one hand and beating me with the other. The twins returned home a short time before 3.
All right, girl, tell us who it was.
Santiago Nassar.
After their sister revealed the name to them, the Vicario twins went to the bin in the pigsty where they kept their sacrificial tools and picked out 2 of the best knives. Pablo and Pedro Vicario said, "We are going to kill Santiago Nassar." Their reputation as good people was so well found that no one paid any attention to them.